ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवयात् भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। हरे कृष्ण। रीडिंग फ्रॉम श्रीमद् भागवतम कैंटो 4 chapter 16 text number 14 4 16 14 अस्या प्र अस्या प्रति अस्या प्रति हतं चक्रम् अस्या प्रति हतं चक्रम् मृत्योर् अमानास शरात् ऋतोर्अमानासाचलात् वर्तते भगवान् अर्को वर्तते भगवान् अर्को यावत् तपति को गणैः यावत् तपति को गणैः अस्या प्रतिहतं चक्रम् अमानासाच्चलात् वर्तते भगवान् अर्को यावत् तपति को गणैः। अस्या प्रतिहतं चक्रम् ऋतोरमानसाचलात् वर्तते भगवान् अर्को यावत् तपति को गणैः। अस्या प्रतिहतं चक्रम् ऋतोरामानसाचलात् वर्तते भगवान् अर्को यावत् तपति गोगणैः। अस्या प्रतिहतं चक्रम् ऋतोरामानसचलात् वर्तते भगवान् अर्को यावत् तपति गोगणैः. So what meaning? Asya of this king, apratihatam, not being impeded, chakram, the circle of influence, Ruto of King Prutu, Amana Achalat, Samana Sajal, upon up to Manasa mountain, Vartate remains Bhagavan, the most powerful, Arka, sun god, Yavat, just as Tapati shines, Goganai, with rays of light. Translation and purport by Sunil Bhakti Vedanta Sanskrit. Ki, just as the sun god expands his shining rays up to the Arctic region without impedance, the influence of King Prutu will cover all tracts of land upon up to Arctic region, and will remain undisturbed as long as he lives. Purport. Although the Arctic region is not visible to ordinary persons, the sun shines there without impediment, just as no one can check the sunshine from spreading all over the universe. No one could check the influence of rain of King Prutu, which would remain undisturbed as long as he lived. The conclusion is that sunshine and the sun god cannot be separated, nor could King Prutu and his ruling strength be separated. His rule over everyone would continue without disturbance. Thus, King, King could not be separated from his ruling power. ओमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। कं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरों दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम्। हरे कृष्ण। Thank you all for joining. So the context of this verse is the sages. Turn it like this side. Hare Krishna. No. The Prithu Maharaj was glorified by the future actions that he is going to perform. So here, this is an apt comparison between like comparison comparing Prithu Maharaj to sun god. So it is said that everything uh, knowledge is often compared to light, when and the ignorance is compared to darkness. So where there is light of knowledge, there is no ignorance, there is no darkness. And also, Krishna Kaviraj Goswami also compares Krishna hai sama Surya, Maya hai Andhakar, means Krishna is Surya and Maya is Andhakara. And wherever there is Krishna, there is no space for Maya. So, and also if you see the Gayatri mantra we recite, Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsavitur Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. In that Gayatri mantra, we are actually comparing uh, Lord Vishnu to Sun God, Suryanarayan. Just as sun emanates the rays and dispels the darkness, in the same way we are asking the effulgence uh, Lord to to vanquish the ignorance and put us in knowledge. So when we chant Gayatri Mantra, the person who chants Gayatri Mantra, his consciousness will be illuminated with the knowledge. So that is the uh, that is the impersonal feature of the Lord. Like it is said, right? There are three features. Vadanti tat tattvavidas tattam yajnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabdate. So among all these three aspects of Krishna, Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan, Brahman is all pervasive nature of the Lord. So just as one sun is enough to illuminate entire universe, in the same way, one pure devotee is enough to even liberate entire world, it is said. So that is the power of pure devotee. And in this verse, with respect to the King Prutu Maharaj, he will be ruling entire world, and his influence means how do we know that influence means, like when we say like we are under the influence of the government of United States of America, then it means that all the rules and regulations that are imposed by the government are to be followed in entire of the region. The same way when Prithu Maharaj is ruling, whatever he puts forth as the rules that has to be followed, that will be followed by everyone. So, so but King Prithu is glorified by citizens and sages like this before he is whatever he is going to perform in the future also. So, and if you see the just the way sun and sunshine are inseparable, the same way the energy of the Lord and Lord are inseparable. And most of the time, energy will be the factor of identifying. Like okay, because see, like Lord is there in the spiritual world, and His energy is all pervasive in entire material world and spiritual worlds. And we know sun through his sun rays. Lord is like sun. If you see sun globe, and Surya Bhagavan is very, very far away. But how can we correlate to sun is through the sunshine, the energy of the sun. In the same way, Lord is also, Krishna is also present even in the spiritual world, but uh, of course he comes personally and performs leelas in this material world, that is there, and Nitya leelas are going on. But the people in general, ordinary people, they will be able to experience the or they will be able to perceive the Lord through his energies. No, material nature is his external energy, and spiritual like devotees are his internal energy. So, and but Krishna says, "I am in everything, but nothing is in me." Means like, but energy is not equal to Krishna. Uh, the same way, uh, if we see here in this comparison, Prithu Maharaj is also known throughout the world through his uh, rulership or through his influence. By the influence of Prithu Maharaj, Dharma will be re-established. So, if his Prithu Maharaj's grandfather is Anga. Anga Maharaj was a pure devotee of the Lord, and everyone was following nicely dharmic principles until this Vena came into the picture, and he almost totally avoided, like, no, he started telling, no, you don't have to worship Vishnu, just worship me, I'm the god, like that. He used to propagate himself. But Prithu Maharaj will be establishing the actual principles of Dharma. And all the citizens, starting from Bharatavarsha until the Arctic region, I don't know, the Arctic region is mentioned here. Let me see the word meaning. Huh? Manas Mountain, yeah. So they say Arctic region. I don't know how it is Manas Mountain, but until that point of time means to the edge of the world, means where there is nobody to live after that. So, and if you see here, uh, like our Acharya says, this kind of empowerment comes through purity. Uh, there are two ways of no, there are two ways. One is respected by demand, respect by command. Respecting means like somebody who has very great qualities of, pure devotee, like he's exhibiting all the um, great qualities of Vaishnava, um, and he can see divinity in every aspect and everyone, and everyone can see divinity in all the activities of pure devotee. That is the power of purity of that devotee. And on the other way, there are some rulers who actually command respect. Okay, I came and you have to obey me and you have to follow me, like that. Otherwise, I'll punish you, through the political power or anything like that, or maybe physical power. Some people do that. So here, Prithu Maharaj's rule, Prithu Maharaj's influence will be felt throughout the universe only by the power of his purity. He is a purity, he is a Hektavash incarnation, and also he is a purity of Vishnu. And he, through his exemplary behavior, through his actions, he will actually bring the uplift the consciousness of the citizens. So, in the same way, just like a pure devotee, just by his presence, we will be uplifted from the ignorance. Like sometimes we may be going through some tough times, so maybe going through some doubts and some kind of illusions. But when we come in contact with the pure devotee and we open up with them, then all our doubts will be clarified, and our heart will be uh, like now uplifted. Our consciousness will be uplifted such that there is no trace of any ignorance remains. Okay, so if you see, and one more analogy that we can get through the sun is his impartial nature. He doesn't show like Prabhupada often quotes this example. Just like sun has the ability to even purify the filthy places. It is said that there are some animals who pass urine and stool on the roads, but still, due to the presence of the sun, everything will be purified. Everything, and even like he can purify even the filthy of the filthiest places also, and he is he is impartial. He is totally illuminating all the regions, from the darkest of the regions like Antarctic region, and and like it is said that in the scriptures, the there is higher planetary system, there is middle planetary system, and there is lower planetary system. The higher planetary systems are the planetary systems which has very much access to the sunlight. So somebody who is has constant exposure to the sunlight, they'll have knowledge, they'll have good health, physical health also, and there will be purity also. And some, if you see in the middle planetary system, the earthly planetary system, they will be the middle planetary system. They sometimes may get out of the sunlight. They may, like in the night, we will be out. We will not have sunlight in the night times. So, and the lower planetary systems, like below the earth, that planetary systems, there, like if you see underneath the earth or underneath the water, the sunlight only reaches to very little extent, and due to which they are considered to be in ignorance. So even though Lord Krishna's effulgence as a Brahman is all pervasive, even though the spiritual the spiritual effulgence of pure devotee and devotees of Krishna are all pervasive, but the more we expose ourselves to them, the more we keep ourselves in their presence, the more we get purified, the more we get illuminated. Then further we go and keep ourselves more and more away from the Lord and His pure devotees, the more we are covered by the ignorance. Due to which what happened? Our lifestyle totally changes. We'll go more and more into mode of ignorance. So that's why like the higher planetary systems are predominantly mode of goodness. Middle planetary system is goodness and passion. You can say passion, and lower planetary systems are in mode of ignorance. So everything in the middle existence can be divided into three modes. So that's why uh, like these planetary systems, the higher planetary systems, are more conducive for spiritual knowledge. And if you see devatas, not the persons who go to heavenly planets from the earthly planet, devatas, the demigods and all, they are very much in uh, sattvagun. They are very devoted to Lord. When compared to the middle planetary system, they have to do karma to attain the higher consciousness and go back to Godhead. But the lower planetary system, there is very less chance. It is said that even the hellish planets also there is happiness. And in some source, I read that lower planetary systems are materially more opulent than the higher planetary systems. Like they have this all the monies and all those things and the nagas. So wealth is not the criteria of how advanced you are. The knowledge and civilization and the consciousness is the criteria by which one can be categorized. Okay, these are exalted, these are mid grade, and these are low grade. Okay, so that's why the Brahmanas, if you see the Brahmanas, they are not very wealthy people. Always we see anytime we hear, they will be very, they have very menial things. They don't accumulate more and more wealth. They live in such a way that they are always dependent on Krishna. They are always fully Krishna conscious. So, and that's why, what is the wealth? No, it is the wealth of a Brahmana is sadhana. What is the meaning of sadhana? Sat plus dhan means sat dhana. Sat dhana is equal to sadhana. Means what is the real wealth is our sadhana. That's why Brahmanas they perform very meticulously there. They maintain cleanliness, they do their sadhana, their swadhyaya, everything. So our real wealth is our sadhana. That is that is going to come life after life with us. And rest of the dana is asad dana. Means that is wealth only for the maintenance of our body. But real wealth is whatever spiritual endeavor that we perform, the, our chanting, our service, and our uh, reading scriptures and purifying our mind, intelligence, and ego. So that is real. That is the real advancement, not the material advancement. Right now, I have like may say we'll be renting a rented house, and we are going to acquire a new building, and then new cars, more bank balance. So that is only for the sake of maintenance of the material bodies. So that's why our focus should be mainly on accumulating more and more of real wealth of Krishna consciousness, not totally lose ourselves for the sake of some extra money. If you see some like many devotees, not many devotees, not should not say devotees, many people in general, they go to the extent like for the maintenance of earning like now even after retirement they get into some occupation, they get into some business or some kind of things. They don't know what is the if this all comes due to the ignorance of the fact that the what is the purpose of human form of life. So as long as we are properly trained, as long as we are knowledgeable, then we'll come to know what is the main purpose. No, that is athato brahma jignasa. Know Krishna and know about yourself and re-establishing our connection to Krishna. That is the main purpose of human form of life. And when one is focused on that, then automatically he will be executing all the dharmas and also execute the parodharma. Parodharma means the direct devotional service to the Lord and all other things, wealth, family, and health, and everything has to be supportive to that cause. Then only the person's life will have a meaning. Otherwise, it is as good as animal. Okay, so and this verse says what when the devotee uh, he should start this kind of like with respect to Prithu Maharaj, we can say how he is influencing to bring everyone to the right path of dharma from being getting deviated. If the ruler or the head of the family or head of the society is into this path of dharma, into this path of engaging in pure devotion service to the Lord, automatically it will have a positive impact on everyone who follows. That's why it is like Rishabhdev says to his son, right, King Bharat Maharaj, Guru Nasasya Sajanina, like no, you don't have qualification to become a guru, mother, father, or even a relative if you cannot bring your dependence onto the help your dependents to get out of this cycle of birth and death. So uh, that's why like a leadership is such that now like one can use it to render great service to everyone, to Krishna, to the followers, to family members, to society, uh, such that uh, by looking at their example, everybody will follow the path of dharma. Everybody will follow the path of pure devotion towards Krishna. You see why we actually have give greatest priority to Guru Tattva. We we start our day to Guru offering obeisances to Guru Parampara and Guru Puja. And Guru is the highest priority. Why? Because He is the one actually who is actually inspiring us to be in this path. He is the one who is actually, by his example, keeping us in the path. He is the person whom we can look upon to how to perform, how to lead our life. That way, we, over the period of time, get out of this mental existence without any difficulty, and we become closer and closer to Krishna. Uh, and whoever is on that platform, whoever is progressing nicely in the spiritual path, spiritual life, they should actually protect themselves from being unnecessarily distracted. So getting into the path is one thing, and being in the same path without deviation and distraction is another thing. So as a leader, uh, just like Prithu Maharaj, um, just like Krishna also, right? He comes paritranaya sadhana vinashaya chadushkritam, means he will give protection to the saintly people, who means the saintly people who are actually on the path of dharma, who are actually executing this the process of devotion to Krishna, and vinashaya chadushkritam. And what is dushkrita? Means unnecessary distraction, deviation from the right path. So a ideal leader should show the path to his followers, and also try to cut down the unnecessary disturbances. See what is distracting these people from getting deviated. They will cut down. See, you see some in the kingdom of Parishit Maharaj, uh, the like there is no liquor shops, there is no gambling houses, there is no like prostitution, and also there is no meat eating. That's why he told you, he gave to Kali, you go and stay in these places. And Kali said, there are no places like that in your kingdom. So means why he is cutting down all those things right now? Every state is very much after like now promoting liquor shops. Why? Because they are getting so much income out of it. Some people say government runs because of the liquor shops, but there are some governments they don't even have any liquor shops openly. Like in Gujarat, right? There are no liquor shops, but still the Gujarat is the most advanced state in the India. But if you see some other states, major portion of their income is coming from the liquor shops. So the liquor shops will pay a lot of taxes. That's why they are promoting, they are giving permission to liquor shop every street, every village, every town. So that's how like the leaders of this Kali Yuga, they are only concerned about the income and the maintenance, physical maintenance. And what due to which what will happen? Yes, government will get money, but in the equal proportion there will get a lot of criminals, lot of atrocities, lot of crimes, and for that you have to maintain police, for that you have to maintain jails, for that you have to maintain uh, like no heavy weaponry. So whatever the income you are generating there is almost like more than 50% is spent on these things, and rest of it is spent on health and the psychology, maintaining psychological. Uh, Government has to somehow you have to spend on all the other things other than this. But this one thing is nicely taken care. The spiritual education, spiritual upliftment, right from the very childhood, at every step of the life is properly executed. Then that other things can be totally avoided. Like if it is said, like when Prabhupada came, the hippie movement was on its height, like, and government was spending millions and millions of dollars to bring few people out of this drug addiction. But Prabhupada came and gave Harinam and then Krishna Bhakti, and then easily transformed their life. And government itself, like said in one statement, what we cannot do by spending so much money, this Swami did it just by simple process. So that is the power of bhakti. So this we can correlate to anything like our addiction to social media, bad habits or all those things. Just by simple disciplines in the process of devotional service will protect us from greatest of the dangers. Salvamapasya dharmasya trahate mahto bhayat. So this is true on all levels. Like for example, a criminal is there, he is going to get hanged, but if he does something of little bit, and his punishment will be changed from death penalty to life imprisonment. By a person, the same way in the jail, it works in the jails like that only. Uh, and seeing their good conduct, they will even release a prisoner ahead of their sentence. Like, how much the person has to serve in the prison also 14 years. But looking at their good behavior, looking how uh, nicely they transform, they get released very faster. So in the same way, the more we invest ourselves in the path of pure devotion service, whatever we may be state we are in, like nobody is completely pure. Everybody is working. Everybody, right from the beginning devotee to the very advanced devotee in the material world, everyone is a work in progress. Unless because some great souls who descended directly from the spiritual world to liberate everyone in this material world. Everyone is a work in progress. Even the gopis in spiritual world, they are always anchored to make progress spiritually. Not to speak of ordinary persons like all of us. Uh, So they perform their spiritual duties so perfectly to advance more and more spiritually. So if we, in one sense, there is no limit to how we can progress, how much advancement that we can make in our spiritual life. So if we actually have this mood and understanding of how to make progress in spiritual life and what is the utility of the how to utilize it so that we can achieve the real wealth, then everyone and everything will be nicely like even if this material world will become a spiritual world. If Prabhupada says right, even if 1% of this entire human population becomes Krishna conscious, then this entire world become spiritual world. It's like what is the world population right now? Some 8 million. 1% of 8 so, 8 million is 1%. Okay. So 1% of it, 8 million. 8 million become devotees means that we world will be saved. So for that distributing, maintaining ourselves and reaching out and propagating and preaching, distributing Krishna consciousness will also will actually make this possible. Okay, so that's what I can speak. Anybody have any questions or comments? Please share. Hare Krishna. Anybody have any questions here? Or it is 18 million. 18 million. Hare Krishna. Prabhu, anything to share, Mataji? Please, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. See, everything like Surya Narayan is actually it is a potency of Lord Narayan itself is coming in the form of Surya. See, everything Mataji, Indra position, Brahma's, they're all positions, and that positions are given to a devotee. So this temple is the energy of Krishna. It belongs to Krishna. And this temple maintenance is given to temple authorities. So in the same way, this the original design is Lord's only. Even Brahmaji is also secondary creator. Brahmaji's position also can be replaced. Everything material and spiritual world is a property of Krishna. So it is said in so many scriptures that Surya Dev is Surya and Chandra are direct visible divine personalities. We cannot see devatas with our vision, with our present body, or uh, with our naked eyes. But with respect to sun and moon, they are like the devatas, the gods. Even Mother Earth is also deity of Krishna. Yes, second question. Yes. Yeah, Surya Narayan, Surya Dev is a pure devotee of Krishna. That's why he was given this knowledge directly. Vivashwan, right now, Vivashwan is the in charge of Surya, the Surya, the sun planet, and he's a pure devotee. So, in one sense, like wherever, like when sun is there, then we are in light, we are in knowledge. Actually, the great sages in the olden days, they used to meditate and they got all the Vedic mantras through in their meditation. And it is said that Surya Dev gave them that way in their meditation. So Surya Bhagavan is actual real deity. That's why the Surya Namaskar and all those things are very important in Vedic culture. And Chandra, I said, but Chandradev is also like is there, but he actually gives the help the vegetation to grow. He gives juice to the vegetables and vegetables. So that way they both are the predominant deities due to which life is possible in this material world. So which like who are they are representatives of Krishna, Narayan. I I know, but as for our in one sense, it is said that they say these nine islands are like no nine continents. Some people say like that, but some people say nine islands are nine grass. We have nine planets, right? Nine islands that is mentioned in scriptures are nine grass, and there is a vast Karna ocean underneath this universe, on which Garbhodaksha Vishnu resides. Okay, so it's there are different perspectives that we can see, Mataji. So for now, there we can say like see this is one planetary systems, and but if you see like the Vedic astronomical astronomy, you will be able to see all the grass, sun, moon, earth. They're all on the same plane, Bhumandal. And but sun's rays are sun is present in the even in the upper planetary systems, and sun is for lower planetary system also. So, but for ourselves, we can consider like there are different ways of the perspective, how you which vision you are looking at. Right now, even ourselves, we see somebody who is actually have good access to sun, they it is saying that they do more in there is a tendency that they are in more in knowledge. Like if you see the Antarctic region, as you go south, and even if it is or take ourselves, when there is summer, there is a lot of activity. As soon as winter comes, -20, -10, everybody sits in their home and there is no socialization. Of course, due to internet, we have some connectivity. Otherwise, without internet, there is no connectivity, very meager connectivity. You cannot have proper association of that. So, at different levels, Mataji. So, it is said that Om Bhurbhuvasva, right, is Svargaloka, Bhuloka, and Adoloka. it can be categorized into everything can be categorized into three: upper, low, middle, and lower planetary systems. And these three can be again divided into 14 planetary systems within one planet, but within one Bhuloka. It is directly, not analogy. You see the aquatics in the ocean, sun rays will not go deeper, but there's life existed there also. And underneath the ground, there are some living entities living within the ground. So it is both, you can say, analogical and also practical also. Yeah, there also there, Patal Loka also there. They are down years. Yeah, in the Nagalokas, it is said that they don't have any sunlight, and they're due to the money that is present on the hoods of the snakes, it is lighting up there. We see the spiritual world. Krishna says there is no need of sun and moon. Everybody is self-illuminated. Some kind of source of light and some ways of knowledge acquiring abilities will be given to the persons who are residing in the lower planet system. If you see the Pacific Ocean, it is like 20-30 kilometers deep, and even the bottom of that oceans, there is a life. There are living entities present there. So there is life everywhere. Krishna says, right? Soul can sarvagatha means it goes everywhere. Thank you. I hope I'm able to clear you. But you can do research to yourself. Fifth canto. Okay. Anybody, anything to share? You said you have some question. Okay. Online, anybody have any questions or comments? Let me read it. Tantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Sri Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava